Hi, all of us family. I am so excited to be here with you. My name is Laura Frazier, and I live in northern Colorado, just outside of Fort Collins, with my 2 kids, 3 dogs, yes, and husband. I am just grateful to be here and was so honored when Rachel asked me. I wanted to talk to you all about the way that God encouraged me this season during a pandemic, and hopefully that encourages you as well. So right back in the beginning, when everything was super uncertain in March, I had prayed to God and asked him to please just show me what's next. Like, what do I need to pursue in my own home, in my own heart, when it started to look like this pandemic was going to, we were going to be in it for the long haul. And the word he gave me was pursue. So I am not a biblical scholar, as much as I think I would love that. I didn't know right away what that could even be pointing to. So I had to really search my Bible. And as soon as I found the verse, it just jumped off the page at me. And it was 1 Timothy 6:11. And the verse is, "But you, man of God, flee from all of this and pursue righteousness, godliness, faith, love, endurance, and gentleness." And I was really struck by how appropriate that was for me, but also so many people in my community. Flee from this, flee from fear, anxiety, being discouraged, and then instead pursue. And so obviously that's a great list of things to pursue, but endurance really stood out to me in that. And again, I went back and looked something up to see what endure means, and I'm going to read it to you. Endure means to suffer patiently. And so I felt like, oh, thanks a lot, God. We're going to figure out how to suffer patiently. But truly, how coming back to that over and over again throughout this season has continued to encourage me that God was preparing my heart, and he was also just letting me know that he knew what was ahead, that we were going to need to endure, that we are all suffering, and to suffer patiently. What I've also really learned through this season is that we can really only endure when we are held up by God, when we are pursuing him. We can really only endure when we flee from those things that keep us bound, when we flee from the fear, the worry, the voices of the world. We can really only endure, we can really only pursue when it's God himself that's pushing us through and carrying us through. And he sees us, he hears us, and he wants us to lean into him. So anyway, that's my little story of one of the ways he's encouraged me this year. And I pray that it brings you encouragement as